another battle report. This one is going to be Knights of Blood, successor chapter of the Blood Angels versus the Bling Wing, Dante and Sanguinary Guard, all jumperless. So we rolled up kill points, Annihilation with a Dawn of War deployment, and the Bling Wing won the roll off to see who gets first turn and opted to give me the first turn. What a surprise. So I elected to roll everything on turn 1, and this is the basic formation I rolled in on. An assault squad with a Sanguinary Priest, 2 Melt-A-Guns and a power weapon, a Razorback for a Devastator squad, Ball Predator, another Razorback for another Devastator squad, Death Company Razorback with the Chaplain and 5 Death Company, a Assault Squad, actually that was the Assault Squad Razorback, that one was a Devastator squad Razorback, and then another 10-man Assault Squad, 2 Meltas, power weapon, joined by a Priest and a Librarian. And so yeah, these guys moved up and ran to there, moved up, ran to there. Devastators didn't run for anything. Devastators are also the only 2 squads in the entire game to get the Red Thirst. Both squads. And we'll be back at the end of Knights of Blood turn 2, since all deep striking, nothing will happen for them. Alright, end of Knights of Blood turn 2. I shuffled around a little bit, got better lines of fire with the Devastators, then knocked the building over and had to reset it all up, and pop smoked on all the vehicles, and we're on to the Bling Wing turn 2, so stuff will finally start happening. Back at the end of turn 2. Okay, end of Bling Wing turn 2. Everything except for the Vanguard and Dante's squad showed up. They all landed over there. The Librarian cast Sphere of Darkness on this assault squad, but I passed leadership. Barely, due to some confusion on my part. But it worked. And then everything else just ran to spread out, and we'll be back at the end of the Knights of Blood turn 3. Okay, end of Knights of Blood turn 3. Moved out a little bit. Everything that could unloaded on the Librarian squad, killing 3 of the Sanguinary Guard. And that's all I did. Back at the end of Bling Wing turn 3. Alright, we're back at the end of Bling Wing turn 3 already. Wow, this is a fast game. And Dante's squad showed up, landed there. Dante's Infernus Pistol killed 1 Marine from that squad. The Angelus Bolters, I made all my saves or feel no pains. The Plasma squad over here, though, killed 2 guys. And I once again passed Fear of Darkness save. And the Vanguard also showed up. Got real aggressive, deep struck there, but scattered onto the devs and mishaps destroyed, so they're gone. And over here, this Sanguinary Guard squad moved up and assaulted the Razorback, but failed to hit with the crack grenades. So we'll be back at the end of Knights of Blood turn 4. Alright, end of Knights of Blood turn 4. Shooting saw the end of the Librarian and his squad, though it took darn near the whole army to do it. In movement, the Death Company got out, moved up against the Sanguinary Guard squad, and then I forgot to assault in the assault phase. That could be bad. Over here, this squad moved up and shot at Dante's squad. I think they killed 1. This squad shot at Dante's squad. They killed none, but then assaulted in. Killed the entire unit, but failed to kill Dante, who lost combat, passed morale, and then hit and run back over to there. And I consolidated to there. And we'll be back at the end of Bling Wing turn 4. See how that goes. Okay, we're back, end of Sanguinary Guard, Bling Wing turn 4. Over here, the Sanguinary Guard moved in and assaulted the Death Company, killing everything but the Chaplain, who killed 1 in return, and then made all his fearless saves. In shooting, they blew up the Death Company Razorback and the Assault Squad Razorback. Assault Squad is fine. And they shot up the Librarian squad a little bit, and then Dante and his new squad assaulted them, killing the Librarian and the Sanguinary Priest, but failing to kill either of the Assault Marines, who passed their leadership and piled in. And we'll be back at the end of Knights of Blood turn 5.
I just started shooting.
Alright, end of Knights of Blood turn 5.
Ron is in the shooting phase.
We shot up the Sanguinary Guard squad that used to be there, killing it completely. Ball Predator and this Assault squad moved over here, shot this Honor Guard squad, doing nothing. And then in the Assault phase, these guys assaulted in and joined the combat against Dante and his squad. We won combat, and they hit and ran, fell back to there. And over here, the Sanguinary Guard squad here finished off the Chaplain in the Assault. So, on to Bling Wing turn 5. Back for more. Alright, end of Bling Wing turn 5. Dante moved over here and assaulted the Assault squad. Killed 2, took no wounds in return, and are locked in combat. Over here, 2 Sanguinary Guard squads assaulted my Assault squad. They won combat by 4, but I passed leadership and were locked in. And that's... Oh. Then this squad blew up the Ball Predator in the shooting phase. And that's the end of 5, so see if we got a turn 6. Yep. We do. Back at the end of turn 6. Alright, back at the end of Knights of Blood turn 6. The Predators and the Devastators, everything unloaded on that Honor Guard squad and killed 2 guys. Shooting sucks. Over there, drawn combat, I lost the Priest. He lost 1 guy. Dante wiped out the Assault squad there and consolidated there. And we'll be back at the end of Bling Wing turn 6 to see how that goes. Okay, end of Bling Wing turn 6. Dante moved over here, assaulted these Devastators, killed all but a Bolter guy. And the Sanguinary Guard missed with their Melt-A-Gun, assaulted the Razor back there, and managed to immobilize it. And the Sanguinary Guard over here finished off my Assault squad, but are down to 2 one-man squads there. So that's the end of that. See if there's a turn 7. No. There is not a turn 7. I don't need to add this up. Bling Wing kicked my ass. Good game, Dave.
Woo! Thanks.
Okay, for good measure, we added it up anyways, and it was 11 kill points for the Bling Wing, and 5 kill points for the Knights of Blood. One of those because the Vanguard mishapped. So I really only killed 4 units. What an ass whooping.